I'm filming whatever I can see.
Okay, no worries. What, are you a tourist or?
Pardon?
Are you a tourist or something? Or?
No, would you mind identifying yourself first, please?
Identifying myself?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. PC Sean McQuaid.
Thank you very much.
Southwest Traffic. What's your name?
That's irrelevant. I don't need to give my name.
Oh, okay. Are you an auditor?
Pardon?
Are you an auditor?
So you know what an auditor is?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yep.
I've just never met one in person
Yep.
before, so it's a new thing for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So are you aware of what this building is? I just want to know what your knowledge
I'm
is.
partially aware. It's to do with the forensic science.
Okay, all right, no worries. And is that one of the reasons why you come here to film
Well,
today?
no, it's what the public pay for. So anything that the public pay for, i.e. a public service, okay, is what I believe that the public should
No worries.
be able to
Look,
actually see what they've actually got.
No worries. Whilst we have this interaction, I want to turn my camera.
No worries,
Right,
that's perfect. Thank you very much for letting me know. I appreciate that.
Now that I've identified myself, obviously, and I now know that you're essentially an auditor.
Yep.
The encounter begins calmly as a traffic officer approaches and politely asks the man to identify himself. The officer introduces himself clearly, setting a professional tone. However, the man filming refuses to share his own name, stating that it is irrelevant. Right from the start, the balance of power and personal boundaries becomes the central theme of the interaction.
Turn my camera on.
No worries,
Sometimes
that's
we do
perfect.
get tourists.
No, that's cool.
This building is, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's brutalist architecture. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Google it. It's
Thank you.
actually really interesting. There's only a few buildings left in London. This is one of the remaining examples of brutalist architecture.
And what do they mean by that?
Okay, just Google it, mate. I don't know the ins
Are
and
you
outs
talking about
of it,
the concrete
but
slab?
it's the
The
way
concrete
that-
slab.
Yeah, the way that the building has actually been designed and built
Yep.
is what they call brutalist architecture.
Okay.
I think you'll find one up in the Barbican. I don't know where else.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, look. Have you done many of these?
I've done a fair few.
So you're probably aware that there's been many interactions between the police and the auditors,
Correct.
and it's become something that we've been responding to, and as you're probably...
The officer asks whether the man is an auditor, a term that has become increasingly common in public filming encounters. The filmer confirms that he is, explaining that he documents public services funded by taxpayers. This establishes his purpose clearly, not provocation, but observation, and frames the filming as a lawful activity.
Be well aware, those encounters have led to conversations being
How are you?
had, and let me just say, maybe things haven't gone as smoothly as we'd have liked between the police and yourselves. So there's probably protocols that I have to follow.
Yep.
Right. So because of that, I'm just going to call up my channel. Okay.
That's fine.
Tell them what we've got.
Yep.
All right. And the whole time, obviously, I'll let you know what's happening.
No worries, that's
You're probably gonna
perfect.
Hear it anyway.
That's cool.
But I need to just, as I said.
No worries,
get one
that's
of
fine.
these
No,
before.
go for
So
you,
I'm going
go
to make
for it.
sure that I'm dealing with you properly. All right. So I'm fair to you, and I'm also fair to the
No problem.
organisation.
That's perfectly cool.
All right, buddy.
Go for it.
Because I want to get it right.
No, go for it, mate.
You're
It's
an
all good.
auditor. You want me to get it right. So,
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to do that now.
No worries.
All right. So if you don't mind hanging about for a couple of minutes.
No worries. Just as long as you are aware, I'm not detained.
The filmer explains that anything paid for by the public should be open to public scrutiny. His reasoning is calm and direct, emphasizing transparency rather than confrontation. The officer listens, acknowledging the point while maintaining situational awareness and professionalism.
Okay, I just want to make that clear. I know that. Yeah, no, but I just wanted just to sort of put that there. It was the way that you said just to hang around. I just wanted to make sure that we're both clear that I'm not being detained.
No, you're not.
That's all what I just wanted to make clear.
So the reason why I've asked you to do that is, one, it's just polite, isn't it? Whilst I do what I got to do, you do what you got to do, okay? And whilst I double check what I'm supposed to be doing is the right thing
That's
to do,
cool.
I'm going to ask you just to wait
No-
here with
no
me whilst I
worries,
double
okay?
check that. Is that all right?
Yep.
That's obviously with your consent. Because
That's
I've
cool.
asked you to stay here. If you're happy to stay, will you stay?
And that's perfectly cool.
Lovely. Right,
Okay.
I'm going to do that now.
No
Right.
worries, cool.
This gentleman...
How are you, sir?
Anyway,
Not
right,
too bad.
Can I get your first name?
No, you can just refer to me as so, if that's all right.
That's fine. That's absolutely
No worries.
Gentlemen's police order. So I'm just going to pull up GT, let them know what we've got. There was auditor protocols. I've not done one before, so we'll double check what we need to do.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries. Would you mind just identifying yourself for me, please, sir?
Yeah, I've obviously got a name badge. It's PC Midget from The road's
Okay, and your shoulder number?
2197.
As the conversation continues, the officer informs the filmer that he will activate his body camera. The filmer appreciates the transparency, noting that mutual recording ensures accountability on both sides. The interaction remains respectful, showing how communication can de-escalate potential tension.
Thank you very much. And I take it you're both stationed here, yes? No? Whereabouts are you stationed?
We are from I've just come this side, so I'm not in the pavement. From a traffic garage
Okay.
in Burton. So
Right.
a little bit of
Okay. Yeah, that is quite a bit of a way from Merton to here. So,
What brings yourself here today?
just filming a public service.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yeah.
Just the Met, please, or all around the country?
No, I go all over, so that's cool. So, and it's just to actually do with how the police actually interact with the public.
Sorry,
Okay, it's just to actually do with the way that the police actually engage with the public. Okay,
fair enough.
for doing a completely lawful activity and just in the way that everything is actually done.
Okay, fair enough.
So, which is good.
Do you do it as a job or a hobby?
No.
What was that, sorry?
No.
As a hobby then, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. What do you do for a normal living?
That's irrelevant.
Unexpectedly, the conversation shifts to architecture. The officer mentions that the building is a rare example of brutalist architecture in London. Although the filmer isn't familiar with the term, the exchange humanizes both sides and briefly moves away from enforcement into casual discussion.
That's
I'm
irrelevant.
just
No.
making
For that, okay.
conversation.
Regarding my own personal information and what I do, that's information
fair
that I
enough.
won't give because
Absolutely
it's
fine,
something
mate.
I
I'm
don't
just
need
making
to.
conversation,
That's
that's
fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Fair enough.
So
Ever been here before?
I may have been.
Fair enough. Go ahead. Probably not the best looking building that we've got. Yeah, it's probably not the best looking Met Police building.
No. Your colleague here was telling me about to do with certain. It's called a certain architecture that they actually referred to these type of buildings.
Okay.
So, and I will go back over it and have a look at it. So that was something new that I would actually learn, which is cool.
What's your favourite?
The officer acknowledges that previous encounters between police and auditors have not always gone smoothly. He admits that due to those past experiences, certain protocols must now be followed. This moment reflects institutional caution shaped by history rather than personal hostility.
If you don't mind discussing, what's the favourite building you've been to for a public service, like looks-wise? Have you got one? So obviously you must have visited a lot of them if this is your hobby.
Yeah, there are, and especially when you actually go out of the cities and you sort of get into the middle of nowhere, and you've actually got old, actual country houses and that have actually been converted. And when I look at that, I think that's cool.
A lot of them are donated as well, aren't they, from large families that have had them.
Some of them
donated?
are, but then the overall, and the reason why a lot of families have actually done that is because of the condition in which they're in, and then it then means that the public purse then pays for them to be done up, and a lot of them it's only for a period of time. It's not for good. It's only for a period of time. So it's almost like a rich person's way of actually donating property to be done up by the public purse, then at a later date to potentially be given back to the family.
Fair enough. I mean, that's way more in depth than I thought of it.
Yeah. No, well, that.
The officer asks the filmer to wait while he contacts his control room. The filmer calmly clarifies that he is not being detained, ensuring legal clarity. The officer confirms this, reinforcing that the request is based on courtesy, not authority.
That is one thing that I know people have actually looked at before, and is it right to do so? Okay, are there other ways of actually saving those buildings? So, and that's what it all comes down to.
It all comes down to an individual basis, doesn't it, really?
Yeah,
with
it does.
Different buildings, etc.
It does. So would you mind if I ask you both a question, if you don't mind?
Yeah, of course.
No worries.
Absolutely
Okay.
fine.
So have you been a constable for long?
For 7 years.
7 years,
Quite a long
okay.
time.
So in your 7 years,
Yeah.
okay, how much change would you say that you've seen between the police and the public?
Not much difference, actually. From when I first started doing this, I've seen no difference, really.
Okay. What about the training that you were given 7 years ago compared to the length of time now that they actually have for training?
thing is, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know what the training is now.
Okay.
It's,
No worries.
it's changed, it's all external, a lot of it's external now, so a lot of the time I have no kind of concept.
Another officer arrives and identifies himself clearly with name and shoulder number. The filmer thanks him, showing mutual respect. The presence of multiple officers shifts the atmosphere slightly but does not escalate the situation.
What they go through, what the procedure is now, I mean it's a degree now for some people that they
Yep.
have to undertake to become a police officer. When I joined it was just a set course that I'd do for a certain amount of weeks at a certain building, and that was kind of it.
Okay. Yep. No, that's fair enough. And another question. When you look at PCSOs and
Yeah.
you look at PCs, now we all know that PCSOs have no powers at all.
They
And
do have some powers, but they're obviously dedicated for their role.
Okay.
So in my role as a traffic officer, we have specific traffic PCSOs which have certain powers to deal
yeah,
with.
but honestly, they
Cycling
absolutely
offences,
have. PCSOs have no powers, full stop. Okay, because when you actually look at it, would you actually prefer to see more? Why are they doing a big drive for PCSOs and not PCs? Okay, now we've been promised 20,000 extra police officers on the
Yeah.
street. Okay,
Yeah.
why are we wasting money on PCSOs when that money can be used for more PCs?
The filmer explains that his goal is to observe how police interact with the public during lawful activities. He describes it as a hobby, not a job. When asked about his personal life, he firmly but politely refuses to share irrelevant personal details.
Unfortunately, I'd love to answer your question.
But would you like to see
it's a
more?
little bit above
Would you
my
like
pay
to see
grade.
more PCs out, or would you like to see more PCSOs?
There's a purpose for everyone, isn't there? That's deemed by someone that earns a lot more money than me. So.
But at least
If
with
that's
a
fair.
PC, they can actually uphold the law of the land, and they can do everything that they need to do.
I get that. Like I say, everyone kind of has a purpose, don't they, with their roles, etc. So.
Yeah. So, have you always been stationed where you are, or have you been at other stations?
No, so I've moved to a specialist role, dealing with roads policing now. I've been doing that for 18 months.
Okay. So you're part of the road traffic police, yeah?
I am, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've got a question for you then.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Try and answer as well as I can.
so when you look at idling,
The conversation turns reflective as the filmer asks about changes in policing over the years. One officer admits that he has not seen much difference in police public relations. The honesty of the answer adds depth to the discussion.